In this video, we're going to look at evaluating functions using the TI-84 graphing calculator. So it's actually the TI-84 plus silver edition. Okay, so we'll look at a brief example here. Suppose we're given the function f of x is equal to x to the third minus 5x squared plus 7x plus 3. So this one is pretty simple. We could make this, say, 10 terms and make it more complicated, but just to show you the procedure here. You could easily evaluate this manually using the calculator or without using the calculator. I'm going to look at two ways using the calculator. So we'll start off by clicking on the y equal here. You're going to graph the function. So just to save some time, I've already entered it. X to the third minus 5x squared plus 7x plus 3. Okay. Now we also want to check your mode. I want to make sure that we have it in function mode here. Okay. So we could have it in parametric equations, polar equations, or sequences. So we want this done functions. Okay. So let me show you one way here. Two ways to do it. So let's go to variables here. Then y variables. Hit enter. And again, we can select y1, y2, and so on. Okay, so keep in mind that when we write a function, we could say y equals 2, and we could call it f of x, or g of x, or whatever. And instead of a y here, this could be a y1 or a y2, and so forth, depending on how you want to do it here. But let's go ahead and delete this. And I'm going to select y1. Hit enter, so I have it in the screen here. So again, you can do it manually, like I said, but sometimes you'd be asked, you're given a function, and you might be asked to evaluate it at several values. So it's easier just to do this. Once you've defined your function, then I'm just going to put parentheses here, and then enter the -2, close parentheses, hit enter. Okay, so that's the same thing as plugging in -2 wherever the x is and computing. You get the value of the function as -39. Okay, look at the next one. Suppose you want f of 5 now. Again, I could just clear it and do the same thing, but I'll just go ahead and hit the second key here and then entry. Okay, so I've got this thing here, so I'm just going to replace the -2 here by 5. So now I want y1 of 5, or in this case it's f of 5. Okay, hit enter, and I get 38. So the value of the function at 5 is 38. Replacing the x by 5, computing that out, you're going to get 38. Okay. And the last one, we got f of -7. Okay, again, same thing as plugging in -7 for x. So again, instead of doing this clearing and doing this, repeating this again, I'll just hit second and then enter. And what I'm getting here is the thing in blue here, which is entry. So it gives us this thing again. So again, I'm just going to go ahead and put a -7 there. Close the parentheses. Hit enter. And I get -634. Okay, so that's one way to do it. Now I can clear this and go to hit the second, and I want to go to this table set, see how it's set up. So hit clear, and I want the independent variable to have ask here. Okay, so this will allow me to replace the x by a particular value. Okay. So that's the way I want it. And then I go to second and then table. And of course the table of reference here is this function that we already defined. Okay. So the first answer, the first value wanted f of -2. So type in -2 right there. And it gives me the y value, or the function value. In this case, the y1 value. Hit enter, and I get 39. Okay. again, type in 5. So I want the value of the function at x equals 5, hit enter, and you get 38, which is what we got a while ago. Okay. And then I want the value of the function at -7. So type in -7, hit enter, get -634, which is what I got doing it the other way. Okay, so there's just two ways. Again, you can do it manually, and there's some other ways here, but these are the more popular ones. So again, you could be dealing with trig functions, so it works the same way, except with trig. Keep in mind that with trig, you have to know what you're plugging in. Okay, whether it's degrees or radians. So if you're dealing with radians, evaluating function, trigonometric function involving radians, you want this to be set to radians. So if you want degrees, you want it set to degrees. That way you don't have to enter the unit. The calculator knows what you're dealing with. Okay, so that's it for this video. Hope this helps you out, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.